the vlog. Yes, I am back to vlogging. It has been quite a while. If you're like, Jess, you're in the outfit that you were wearing in your last videos, that's because I just got done filming. I filmed my most awkward like books that I want to read this year video, and then I also filmed my resolutions, like personal resolutions for 2019. But I wanted to start vlogging again because this last month my husband has had off, so pretty much all of my spare time has gone to him, as well as you guys saw in my New Year's resolution, I kind of made a clean break from having my camera or my phone out too much. I wanted to really focus on like what I was doing at the moment, as opposed like being in the experience, as opposed to focusing on like, am I filming it? Am I talking about it? So we are back because life is back to normal. I literally over the last month have not read. I don't have much to talk to you guys about. The only book that I have finished so far this year is Revan. I will insert a picture of it here for you guys. It is a Star Wars book. It is based off of the Old Republic video game, which is an online game. It's an MMORPG if you guys play those. But I have been loving that game, and I have played so much over the last month with my husband and like with my friends and stuff. So I'm just like elbow deep in that right now, but I haven't really read anything other than that because it was something, the story is something that I'm enjoying. So I wanted to continue with that in what I was reading and try to make like a transition back into reading. So that is what I have been doing. I just recently picked up the second one. In the beginning of these books, if you guys are a little bit nervous about where to start with Star Wars, it actually has like chronologically the books to read to kind of follow the story. So the next one that I am reading is, oh my god, where is it? Called Deceived, which follows after Revan. I don't necessarily know kind of what's going to happen in this book. I don't know a whole lot about it. I'm just gonna read them as I'm told to read them, you know what I mean? But Revan followed Revan, obviously, and then another main character who's a Sith, and they're kind of like alliance, and it was really, really cool. So I want to see kind of where this one picks up from that. So that's really all that I've been doing. I took a little bit of a YouTube hiatus. A lot of people are like, oh, but you weren't really gone. But as somebody who devotes a lot of their time to vlogging and being present on social media and filming and editing everything in one day, and sometimes I post 5 times a week, sometimes I post 3 times a week, 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks for me felt like a fucking lifetime. Like those videos that I put up week before last, I felt so awkward, and you could really tell in the videos, but I wanted to be back and I wanted to film something. So that is why, but I feel like I kind of have my groove back a little bit. I cannot explain to you guys how much I've missed you, and it's crazy. Like, I'm not fully back yet, but I'm like making the effort to be back. Social media is going to be kind of hard to get back into, but whatever, it exists, so I need to like take advantage of it, I guess. It is my easiest way to talk to you guys, so that's like really, I just didn't realize how much I loved this community until I wasn't really speaking to people because, you know, life was really busy. Even if I wanted to talk to people, generally, they were also busy because of the holidays, so it was a little bit crazy just to think about how much you guys really mean to me. Like, I knew that you meant a lot to me and I really felt that, but just over the last like month, I'm just like, wow, I really miss like my people. You know what I mean? So I'm really glad to be back. That's a little bit of a reading update. Right now I'm getting ready to probably try to make dinner or just eat something like just on the go. And then I need to kind of tidy up my office because all my filming stuff, like all my books and stuff are on like my reading chair and whatnot. So I need to do that. I have 4 days off this week because my husband and I are actually going to the Reformatory, which is where they filmed Shawshank Redemption, the movie. And I'm really excited. That's in Mansfield, Ohio, which is about like an hour and 10 minutes outside of Columbus. So I'm going to try to get some footage there so you guys can see that. But the next couple of days will probably be pretty slow because we're just hanging out. I have like a little hangout with one of my friends. We're going to watch anime. But other than that, really, honestly, I'll spend a lot of that time on his laptop downstairs just playing Star Wars because we're finding a lot of enjoyment in that right now. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing. So I probably won't pick the vlog up again until Thursday, and that's kind of become something that I want to focus on because getting on here to be like, hey, this is what I'm reading or this is what I'm doing, that's really the only thing vlogs are for. So if I'm not doing anything, I don't want to like force, you know, something to happen. So the vlogs may be a little bit shorter going forward, or they might not be, but hopefully they're a little bit shorter because nothing's happening. But I just wanted to let you guys know, which might be a blessing because my vlogs are like 40 minutes long and that's just fucking ridiculous. So yeah, that is gonna be the rest of the night for me. I may try to read. I'm reading Wake of Vultures by Lila Bowen. I'll put a picture of that up here as well because it's downstairs on my couch. But that is our quarterly book club pick, and I am buddy reading that with somebody. So I need to get around to, I'm really buddy reading it with like 10 different people right now, but somebody specifically asked me to buddy read it with them. And so I'm, you know, talking to them about it because when we, I don't know if you guys knew this, but when we do the quarterly books, we all set out to read that book, but we don't talk to each other about it while we're reading it. So it's nice to have somebody that I can talk to about it. Because like I can't talk to like Jade or G or Bex or whatever, or AJ about the book. We kind of save our thoughts, you know, for the live stream so we don't kind of like influence each other. So that's really cool. I really like it. It's like a Western, but also kind of like fantasy-esque at the same time. She is Native American, but she's kind of like adopted, but also sort of a slave to this family. And a man comes to try to kill her and she kills him and he explodes into like a bunch of like really glittery sand. I imagine it's what would happen to Edward if you ever stabbed him. That is really all I'm reading right now. That's really all that I'm doing. And most of my reading, as you guys know, happens at work. So a lot of my vlogs are like car vlogs, which you guys don't mind, but that is what the vlogs are going to be like moving forward. But I'm really glad to be back. I'm going to go take off this makeup and probably edit some videos while I am eating. But I love you guys, and I will see you in my next update, which will probably be on Thursday. Hello and good morning! It is Saturday. We have resumed car vlogs. Yes, I have not updated you until today. It has been a, I don't want to say crazy because it hasn't been crazy. It's just been a lazy week. I worked yesterday from 11 until like 10:30-ish. And other than that, the last few days, all I have literally done is played video games. As you guys saw in the last couple of clips, played a little bit of Dragon Age, played a lot of Star Wars. That's all I have done. I have been staying on top of comments on YouTube, but obviously you're not really going to see that in a vlog. I'm trying to get back into vlogging, but I just don't want to vlog if I don't have things to talk about. But I have been reading a little bit over the last couple of days, and I want to talk to you guys about what I was reading. First book I'm reading, I'm actually listening to on audiobook, but it's You Are a Badass. I'm really liking it. I'm about 7% of the way through it right now. I started it this morning on my way into work. I listen to my audiobooks usually on 1.5 because I don't know, I just like take things in like that, and I feel like it's an appropriate speed because that's about how fast I read, like a physical book. So like, I don't know, it just syncs with me a lot better. If I listen to it on normal, usually I feel like it's way too slow and it's driving me nuts. The other book that I am currently reading, I think I have with me, it would be, oh yeah, Wake of Vultures by Lila Bowen. This is more than I thought it was going to be. I'm on page 62, I'm on chapter 6. I'm hoping to read a good chunk of this tonight because our live stream, as you guys are seeing this, will be next week on the 26th. And I haven't finished it yet. But I thought this was just going to be a Western with like a little bit of crazy things happening in it. But it is more so a Western with vampires, which I was not expecting at all. I'm really excited to finish it though. There are 3 books, I believe, in this series. There might even be a 4th one. The 4th one might have just come out. I can't remember. But I was sent this by Orbit. I actually requested to read this series because I heard really great things about it. And I'm pleasantly surprised by how much I'm liking it. Our main character seems to be, I don't know, just like, she's not the most likable main character, but she's unlikable in a different way. I mean, she's really hard to relate to as well, but she is an Indian in this like Western world that they live in, and she is adopted by this family. The family treats her like shit. and she becomes a ranch hand on the ranch next to her, but one night she's attacked by a man and she stabs him through the heart with a stake and he bursts into shiny, glittery sand. And I was like, maybe he's a vampire? I don't know. I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but at one point in the book, the other ranch hands and her go to this saloon and there are like prostitutes basically there, and they are vampires, and the girl explains to her, you know, we are vampires, we kind of rule everything. And it just seems like a cool take on the whole thing. But there's also like Indian folklore in this as well. So I'm really liking it. Like I said, I'm not very far. I'm like, what did I say? 62 pages in of like the 400 pages in the book. But I am really liking it and I'm really excited to finish it. There are 341 pages. So I'm about a third of the way through it, but I'm gonna try to finish it tonight, or at least get a good chunk of it done, because like I said, I'm really liking it, and I need to finish it for the readathon, not the readathon, for the live stream that we're doing. So yeah, I am at work a little bit early. I'm gonna relax in my car for a minute before I have to go in, because I work another 12-hour shift tonight, and unfortunately, I went to bed at like midnight, like 12:30 when I finally fell asleep, and then my husband woke me up at like 7 on accident, and I could not fall back to sleep. And I'm very anxious because I didn't get any sleep, and that's like the first trigger for my anxiety is not sleeping. So today's going to be a very long day for me. I'm also feeling kind of nauseous today, so it's just a weird day, but I'm hoping once I get in and get the day started that it will feel a little bit better. But yeah, that is going to be my update for now. I will try to update you guys when I get home. I can't make any promises though, because I didn't sleep, so I'm probably just going to go home and go right to bed. So yeah, I will probably see you guys tomorrow morning. If by chance I update you tonight, it is basically a miracle, but I will see you guys when I have more updates on what I'm reading and what I think of it. Hello. I'm gonna come a little bit closer. So it is Monday. It is Monday at 11:40 in the morning. I've actually just been laying in bed watching BBC Two documentaries on YouTube. If you guys haven't seen them, BBC Two does a lot of really cool, like, in-depth stuff. They do a lot of social worker stuff. They do a lot about sexuality in the UK. I just find it very interesting because I feel like sexuality, gender roles, things like that are, I don't want to say more accepted there, because I feel like they still do struggle just from watching the videos that I've seen. But I just feel like they have a much more open view on sexuality there, in the sense of providing, you know, like checkups and things like that. And obviously we have Planned Parenthood here, but I feel like there it's just a little bit more open. But I just watched a documentary on transgender escorts, and it was really interesting. But I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys. I have been really bad about updating you this weekend, and honestly it is because my seasonal depression is so bad right now. I'm not gonna cry because it's just, I'm not gonna cry. But yeah, my seasonal depression has been so bad to the point where and I'm not asking for sympathy, I'm just kind of explaining to you why it might take me a little bit longer to get back into vlogging all the time again. Yes, part of it is because I don't want to have my camera out all the time, but I could still be updating you guys more often than I have been. And I've just been really struggling with, you know, wanting to be on camera. I've been struggling with wanting to read even. I am like 90 pages into Wake of Vultures. I want to spend a good chunk of tonight reading it though, because my husband has D&D, so I kind of just like have the house to myself, and I was just gonna like put laundry away, you know, figure out what I want to film tomorrow, and get up this vlog and just relax. I am gonna go to the gym later. I already have like my gym shit on, but I've just been in a mood, and I don't know if anybody else can relate to this, where like you don't really want to be around people, but you're also the thing with me is, and this could be you know, my bipolar speaking, but I'm like in a mood to like argue. It's so dumb, but I have been so stuck on things that happened like 5 years ago, things that have been resolved, things that shouldn't really matter, and you know, like, I don't know, just for me, I just get stuck on it, and I know the situation has been taken care of, like, it's all been resolved, you know, it's been like talked about, and I'm still in like this mood to like be angry at people. And I wanted to sit down and be honest with you guys about that, because in my personal goals video, I talked about not focusing on the past all the time, and everyone said they were like really inspired by my video, and I wanted to let you guys know that you can't just like wake up and not do those things anymore. Like, it's very hard, and I wanted to be honest, especially this year, with more about my mental health and more about trying to change and grow and the struggles that come with it. So the last week I have been not sleeping because I'll lay down and I'll think about something and it will make me nervous and anxious. I've been having a panic attack pretty much every single night that I go to bed. Every night that I lay down, I just have this stupid ass panic attack like every single night. Or like my heart will start beating really badly and I like can't fall asleep. Or you ever have those moments when you're about to fall asleep and you just like jolt and it like wakes you up? That's kind of what it's been. So I haven't been sleeping much, which hasn't made me want to read, which hasn't made me want to like come on here and talk to you guys. But I said that I wanted to vlog when I had things to vlog about, and I said that I wanted to be more open about my mental health. And because a lot of the time on the internet what you see are the super happy, like this great thing is happening for me, or let me show you the tiny little bit of my life. And the kicker is, like, I have some really great close friends on this platform, and even recently, within the last like month or two, I find out little things about their lives and about their struggles, and I mean, we're close fucking friends. So even me, as somebody who's close to these people, I only get, you know, like so much of the story, because one, it's not always your business to know, but I just mean in the sense of if they feel comfortable enough coming to you and telling you something, you're kind of blown away that this thing was happening and you didn't know, or this thing had happened and you didn't know. And it like really makes you realize that not everyone's life that you see online is as great or necessarily as bad as you think it is. So I wanted to make sure that you guys know like really what it's like. Like, this past week has been awful. I took a day off. I spent the like whole time that I had off just basically arguing with my husband. It was bullshit. It was over dumb stuff. It's stuff that didn't matter, and it's because I've just been feeling a type of way and wanting to, I guess, like lash out in that way. I feel like a lot of the time when you have like seasonal depression and you're like, I'm so depressed, or I don't really feel anything, because that's kind of what happens with me, you start to find things to get mad about or to make you feel something in a way, and that's so fucking unhealthy. It is a detriment to you, to your relationships, mostly to you though, because you can piss somebody off and say something stupid or fight with them and they can leave, but you have to sit there and deal with the repercussions of your own actions. So yeah, it's just been a weird week. Like I said, I have not read much at all. There are a few books that I wanted to start. There are a few books that I wanted to get around to that I never did. But we're starting fresh today. Well, for next week's vlog, I'm gonna be starting fresh. I'm trying to just like focus on other things that like aren't the bullshit that I've been focusing on for the last week. But yeah, like I said, today I'm just gonna hang out at home, go to the gym, cook some food, read, relax, probably play Star Wars, might play Dragon Age. Like, Dragon Age brings me genuine joy. But that is what I want to do today, because I'm just tired of being in a rut. I'm tired of feeling like out of control in a way, because that's really what it is. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but you say or do something and this is really for my bipolar counterparts here, but you say or do something and it's like you're watching yourself from outside your body going, please don't do the thing, don't do that thing, like just drop it, move on, don't sit there, and you just keep going. So you're just like watching your body, you know, inside your head, like do this shit, and you're like, can you not, because I have to deal with this when you don't feel like this later. I'm the one who has to deal with the repercussions. So yeah, it has been bananas this past week. It's just been like, I'm not even like really mad or like happy or sad. I'm just like baseline, don't care. I don't care what happens. It's just been my general mood. And you know, I set out to film this vlog this week and I wanted it to be like a good coming back vlog, but I can't lie to you guys about how I'm feeling. I just can't. But the plus side to this is I've been responding to comments on YouTube a lot more. I've been really shit with responding to comments on Instagram. I have things that I should be doing with companies that I rep for. I have responsibilities that I've just been skirting this past week. And today's gonna be a major catch-up day for my life. I want to sit down and figure out my planner for the rest of the month. I want to brainstorm some video ideas. I want to put on a fucking face mask after I get back from the gym. Like, I just want to take care of myself. And I feel like a lot of the time when you're feeling like things are out of control, your mental health's out of your control, or, you know, somebody did something to upset you, or you think, in my case, somebody did something to upset you, and the only thing that you can do is take care of yourself. Like, you can put energy into things that are upsetting you, like focusing on them, thinking about them, arguing with people, you know, like really devoting your time to that. Or you can actively be like, okay, instead of sitting here for half an hour thinking to myself about how pissed off I am at somebody or how mad they made me, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna read for 20 minutes. I'm going to sit down and brainstorm goals that I want to achieve this year. I'm going to put on some makeup, pick out an outfit, brush my hair, brush my teeth, take a shower. Put that energy into you. Because the universe is not cyclical. Like, unfortunately, what you put out into the internet, you don't always get back. But what you put into yourself, you do. So if you're like taking care of yourself, making sure you're eating, you know, like the little things, that goes a long way. And instead of wasting time on fighting or on making sure that you're heard or that you're right or things like that, like, even me as like a married woman, I love my husband dearly, but you know, I've been really argumentative the past week, and it got to a point where I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna sit here, because it comes down to insecurity stuff, which is stupid, but I'm not gonna sit here and, you know, broadcast how I've been feeling and my insecurities, because like I said, this is already something that has been talked about. It's really just like all in my head, because I am getting much older. But instead of sitting there and having the same conversation over and over again, I got to the point where I would just go sit in my office and work on a personal project. You know, I signed up for a gym, I meal prep, I, you know, paint my nails, whatever it may be. I pull myself out of the situation and just realize that it doesn't, even your significant others, it doesn't matter what they think of you. And if you figure that out, the problems start to get smaller in a way. Because honestly, like, you are your worst enemy. Like, people have said that before, but I really get it now. Like, you can be your biggest fan and your worst enemy, and you need to be your biggest fan. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this vlog, because I need to restart today. I need to make some breakfast. I need to get to the gym. I need to water my fucking plants. I needed to sit down and be honest with how I'm feeling, because I mean, I doubt people notice, but I think it's still important to have that open dialogue, because I don't want people to think that my life is perfect. I don't want people to think that I've got it figured out, or I've got all this fucking wisdom or whatever, because I don't. But I do want to talk to you guys about when I am feeling like this and how important it is to really take care of yourself, or to take time, whatever it may be. So yes, I love you guys a ton. I am sorry that this vlog has been all over the place, but then I'm also not sorry at the same time, because this is just unfortunately my life right now, and I'm okay with that. Like, getting through this shit means a lot to me in the long run. So that is going to be it for this update. I am going to go to the gym. So I love you guys. I will see you in Wednesday's video. I think that video is going to be the books that I'm really excited for the release of in 2019. I have a few books. I think I have like 5 or 6 books picked out for that. So I wanted to start doing more series like that on my channel. But I love you guys. Thank you for watching this, and I promise, no, I don't promise, hopefully next week's vlog will be a little bit more like an actual vlog and not just me being crazy. But I love you guys.